There we go. Setting up for it's gonna happen now. If we persist, right? Okay, now we're on it. Whoa. Let's see if this is working. All right. Okay. Welcome back to Coffee Connect with Carlos and Chantel. And yeah, we're out here on our ranch. We've got our dogs in the background and our horses were just all over us. We were trying to get set up. We got our cows in the background over there. But we decided to come out here live and in person with our horses. The happy place, right? So today, connection. And for us, we're always working on connection. And sometimes you have to go places to release, to receive, and then give. And
sometimes we just need to change our state, when there's storms in life. And, what do you do, right? When you're dealing with grief and loss, and sometimes we have to take action when we feel like we can't take any action. We feel helpless or hopeless, or so what can we do? Sometimes we need to connect with nature. It's creation.
it is important. It's an important thing to do. We recognize that different people do different things for release, right? And changing your state is an important thing. Chantel says, just, if you don't know who we are and you're tuning in for the first time, I am Carlos, and it's my beautiful bride, Chantel. And she is an amazing expert at helping people to get through trauma and live their best life, doing that for over 25 years. And my background is in business consulting, the strategies, the systems to help improve business and help improve getting to your dreams, catalyst for metamorphosis, bringing change and transformation. So today we thought we'd come out here and come to our place of changing our state. Being with horses is very peaceful. This is Rain. She's a beautiful girl. She was a rescue and we took in. And it is a happy place out here with the animals, and a great place just to release all the maybe frustrations or release the pent up things of if you're experiencing grief, experiencing trials, tribulations, and things we all need to release, right? We all need something that helps us to cope in life, and coping mechanisms can be beneficial. This is one of being out here with the animals, loving on them, they love us back. And it is nice out here today. We're in the shade. My goodness, it's cool. Usually about this time, it starts to get probably 90, 80, 90 degrees, but today it's nice and cool. So this is Rain. Just being able to be with her. Tell her story.
Her story.
Well, when we got her,
she was completely emaciated. She was definitely starved.
And so we've invested in her and put some weight on her. She's looking pretty good, actually.
Low girl on the totem pole.
Yep.
Silo or Wild Mustang. Freedom.
Freedom's over here. Freedom. Oh, and then we Then we have our puppies, our dogs. They're not puppies anymore. That's Chacho and Captain in the background over there. Chacho's our big 140-pound Great Pyrenees King Shepherd mixed, and then Captain over there. He is a lab and what mix? Oh, Australian Shepherd and lab mix. So these boys are our herd protectors. Chacho, it's okay. Sit. It's okay, Bubba. They do pretty good with the horses too. Good boy, Captain. Sit. Good boys. Good boys. Yes. That's not good boys. We love our animals for sure. Interesting to be able to, when you release, it's a powerful thing to release, allows you to receive. Sometimes release has to come through forgiveness too. When you're dealing with some situation, challenging situation, maybe with people, or or maybe it's even a loved one that has passed or is passing, sick, or going through a lot, or maybe you personally are going through a lot. The power of release comes in many shapes and forms. We get to experience release by being out with animals. And when you release, it's a great opportunity to receive new things in life, new experiences, willingness to grow. You have to keep moving, stay in the flow. That's what we call being in the flow. Create space for it, What do you do? What do you do to release? What do you do to cope in life when you face challenges, face hard things?
Well, I mean, like, how do you shift your mindset? When we deal with life, we deal with storm, we deal with grief, we deal with challenges, disconnections, right? And so, what is our natural instinct? Our natural instinct is to shut down, to put limits, to use excuses, right? We take the circumstances, we look at all of the shit that's happening, all of the tragedy, all of, maybe we're feeling unsuccessful financially, maybe we're feeling unsuccessful in relationship, and the natural human instinct is to go inward and focus on the limits, focus on, the limitations or the circumstances. And, I think that's the biggest trap that we as humans can face or find ourselves in. It's a trap. And, that's where depression happens. That's where marriages break up, when the communication stops. That's when, the misunderstandings happen, which causes disconnection, right? So,
True.
We have to consciously battle. We have to be intentional and conscious about what we're doing to overcome it, what we're, recognizing that it is a mindset, right? It is our mindset. Our mindset can either spiral us downward, or it can be like 4-wheel drive and kick us out. Some people have different modes of coping: praying, worshiping, exercising. This is one of them for me, is to come spend time with my horses and just connect with nature. But there's so many different ways, but we have to do something.
That's right.
Right? We have to do something, otherwise we can cripple and die, right? Like, I mean, our vision dies, our purpose dies when we allow ourselves to be controlled by the storms of life or the circumstances, right? So we're kind of personally have a lot going on. There's friends of ours who, were in a tragic accident. They're in the hospital. We have a loss in the family. Another one, for my sister-in-law, and we have a widow and 4 children lost their dad, and when you have sensitivity to feeling, when you have a great deal of empathy, or people call empaths, right? Like there's a lot, and the feelings can be overwhelming. Like you feel all of it. I feel all of it. And so what do I do with it? Like, this is what I do. So, you know, um, something that's productive. I give my horse some attention. I get some healing love and, fresh air, nature, you know, that's a good one.
I think changing your state, like she said, is super powerful, because what you're accomplishing actually is you're staying in motion. It's when you get stuck. It's a physical thing too. If you feel yourself stuck, chances are you want to probably just stay in bed. If you really look at it, you want to stay curled up, and you're probably looping. I mean,
I definitely felt that this morning. I got up, turned my alarm off, and I literally was like, I had probably 90 seconds of like, because we meet together in the morning for a process called Epic 30. And, that's our connection time. It's our connection. It's our release. It's our connection time with the Father. And I literally sat there in the dark. Usually I flip the light on, but I sat there in the dark. I turned my alarm off and contemplated sending him a message and saying, I'm going to go back to bed. That's all I wanted to do. And, sometimes we have to acknowledge the feelings, because the feelings are valid.
Yeah.
And they're okay. And then we have to make a choice. What choice are we making to overcome it? Because we're the only ones who have the power to do that for ourselves. Chances are, if somebody else is like, hey, you need to get up, come on, snap out of it, right? And you're like, F you. But my feelings don't feel validated, and you know what I mean? But do we have a mindset? Do we have the understanding of the fact that we have the power to get ourselves out of it? We have the power to make a decision and a choice to turn the light on, go brush your teeth, drink some water, change your state,
wash your face, take a shower,
right? And move forward. It doesn't mean you have to go run a marathon. It doesn't mean you have to, but freaking take a step forward towards whatever it is you're wanting to do, to create. I create what I want, right? Yeah.
And everybody wants to progress in life. We do. It's a natural thing. We fight it. But when you change your state and you move forward and you do something different, that's why we thought we'd come out here. I know it's spontaneous, and we weren't quite set up when we started. But it was good for us to get out and get some fresh air. It's nice and cool today. Enjoy the cool air, enjoy our horses. And yeah, we get the opportunity to progress and move forward, see something different. They often say even a simple thing as driving to work and home from work. If you drive a different road, it will change your state. It will change your awareness, because we get in a rut doing the same thing day in and day out. The interesting thing is it's super important that we do those things. What we repeatedly do. So it's important that we do productive things repeatedly, and we grow and we learn, and we have good habits and good things that keep us moving forward and growing. But it's also good to disrupt it once in a while, to change it up, because changing it up will change your state. And especially when you find yourself frozen, you find yourself in a state that you don't want to move, you don't want to get up. It's okay to have those moments. It's okay, like Chantel said, to truly know that they're real. Emotions are real. Validate the fact that, man, this really sucks. seen people go through this. My grandfather too, he's in the hospital, and you know, he's getting old. My grandfather, who every morning when I was little and I'd come out staying with them, I'd come out and see him sitting on the couch. What was he doing? He had the Bible open in his lap. Every time I asked this man a question, every single time, 100% of the time, you know what he told me? Not ask any question about life, any question. He said, well, let's see what the Bible says. And that man now is really suffering from Parkinson's. He's in a nursing home. My grandmother, his wife, has already passed on. And he wants to join her. He does. Anytime I see him, he's just ready to go. Be with Papa God. And I love that freedom about him that he is ready to go. But I also, it's
Hard to let go.
yes, of someone who's had such an impact on my life. It's why anytime I have a question, anytime I have something that I'm working on or need guidance in or need answers to, he created that habit in me. My grandfather created that habit of where to look, where to turn to. And I am a huge proponent, believer, that the Word, the Bible, the Torah, the canon, whatever you want to call it, has all the answers we need. It's all there. It's such a great book of wisdom. I love diving deep into that stuff and learning so much from it. So yeah, what do you do with the things that you're dealing with in life and the challenges you're facing? I was just noticing here we have an eagle that has made its home on our ranch, or right next to our ranch. It's an osprey eagle. And it's beautiful, man. It was just soaring over our head a few minutes ago. And when I think of the eagle, we talked about that. The eagle's such a visionary, such a powerful visionary. And the eagle is one of the only animals in the animal kingdom that flies towards the storm. And there's such wisdom in that because, again, if we get stuck and just look at the storm terrified or run from it, like, yeah, there's not a benefit in that. But we can learn from the eagle, the bald eagle especially, such a beautiful, majestic animal, the queen of the air that flies towards the storm. And right before it hits the storm, there's that pocket of air where the hot, cool air that pushes that eagle upward to soar above the storm. At over 10,000 feet, they can soar. Super powerful lesson we can learn. That there are, for every challenge, every problem, every storm, there is a rainbow. For every problem and every challenge, there is a solution. And there is a lesson to be learned and to grow if we're willing to look for it. What lens will you look through today? Will you look through the lens of what's physical and tangible, flash of what I experience and the pain and the hurt? Or will you look through the lens, the spiritual mindset that says, problem, yahoo. Because for every problem, there is a solution. For every challenge, there is a victory.
That was yesterday on one of my mentorship calls. Whoa, it's real close.
That's so they can hear you.
Oh.
You're quiet.
One of our clients said, that she was real challenged by a conversation we had on one of our women's Zooms, and the conversation was about, our environment, our sanctuary, and what does that look like? What does it feel like? And she just recognized that she felt like, as she started thinking about it, she felt this great deal of discomfort in her current environment. And and it sat with her for a while, and she said, what I realized is that the discomfort is there to show us that we need to change something.
So good.
Right. And I thought that was really profound because are we looking for the things that show up in our life that bring discomfort? And are we seeing them for the blessing that they are?
Mm.
Are we seeing them as the opportunity to maybe upgrade something? Maybe we need to upgrade something. Maybe we need to refresh something in our environment. Maybe we need to refresh something on our spirit, right? Go out, go for a hike. Maybe we need to paint a wall in our home that, can bring us some joy, or get a new plant, right? Like whatever it is. For every person, it's different, Maybe it's a new pair of shoes for you, or, it doesn't have to be something grandiose, or maybe it can. Is that okay? And I think, the topic that we talked about last night, on our nightcap, this whole worthy thing, like, what am I worthy of? Like, am I worthy of feeling this discomfort and recognizing that I can do something about it, right? Or do we feel like we just need to be content in the discomfort? It's an interesting thought to ponder, right? Because the truth is, like, we have so many luxuries in this world. We can seriously, we could seriously live a super simple life and not have anything that we have, like, to the extent that we do. But is it okay to desire something different or more, or, you know what I mean? I don't know. Just thought that was really profound. Discomfort showed me that something needs to change, whether it's something needs to change in me, or what I'm doing, or my environment, right? Go wash your car.
Yep. Mindset. It's a powerful thing. What will you do to increase who you are? What will you do to level up to royalty? Royalty has a whole different mindset, or level up to be a billionaire mindset. It's not about the money, I'm telling you. It's really about the mindset. And I did study on royalty. I've done study on billionaires, people that get results, and it's a crazy, awesome mindset that they have. So go after it today. Don't settle. If you feel stuck, all right, get out, go for a walk, enjoy the cool weather if it's cool where you are. Enjoy nature, enjoy the animals a little bit. So we love you. And, keep plugging into our YouTube channel. You never know what you're going to see or what you're going to get. We're working on bringing you some things that will be beneficial for you and your marriage and your relationships. We want to see epic marriages for sure. They're possible. We know, we've experienced it. And so if you ever want to join us or have more of this stuff, we have a group over on school.com, and that's spelled with a K, SKOOL.com. Epic Your Life, / Epic Your Life. It's a great educational platform where we have some of our content, more stuff like this, and where we'd love to just introduce you to our community. People creating extraordinary together. So, shall we take a walk? I'm going to take a walk through a little bit, one more time, of our animals and go see Freedom. Freedom, come here, buddy. Yeah, earlier when we were trying to get started, man, he was all up our face. He loves attention. Then he's like, well, you didn't give me attention earlier. And then we've got Lucy, our beloved mama cow, too, that we bottle fed. She's out there. Lucy and Rosie. They're super friendly, too. We can go up to them and pet them. But I figured I'll just close out here by showing you Freedom. Hello, Mr. Freedom. Hello, Mr. Freedom. And it is the month of freedom. July, 2 years ago, 2021, right? 3 years ago. Yeah, 3 years ago, it's 2024. We got freedom in this month. July. And it was crazy. Hey! This goofball. And so, yeah, he's a symbol to us. It's when we got our tattoos too. See my freedom tattoo? Chantel's got a matching one. We named him Freedom. Oh yeah, his name was Freedom. That's why I was like, hey, we're gonna get him. And again, sweet boy, loves attention. Good horse. Big old Loompa Loompa. But all right, well, we're gonna sign off now. Have an awesome week, and yeah, go out there and embrace liberty and freedom. Go out there and work on the mindset. Keep your state moving forward. All right, we love you. Till next time. Have a great day.